Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. Welcome to Genshin Impact. So today, normally I would do the story quest before this main one, but I came to this area in Liyue, and it triggered a cutscene, and I'm like, fine, I'll just do this one. So yeah, right now it says to talk to locals. It's the rite of dissension. Dissension? Yeah, it tells me to talk to locals. In the land of Liyue by the sea, a city sits atop the solid bedrock. That city is Liyue Harbor, and it has flourished under the protection of its guardian Morax, also known as Rex Lapis, the Geo Archon you have been looking for. You could not have arrived at a more fortuitous time, as the annual rite of dissension has just begun. Every year on this day, Rex Lapis graces his land with his prophecy, giving guidance on the economic path Liyue should follow in the following year. So yeah, the cutscene that I kind of missed goes over how like Venti and all the other gods, they refer to Rex Lapis as Morax, but for whatever reason, the people of Liyue and this like area or this region refer him to Rex Lapis. Actually, I have the video, but I don't have any sound. Let me see if I can get it. If I set this up properly. So, if I just start this one over. So yeah, for some reason I couldn't capture the sound on this, but I kind of scrambled to get my recording going when this cutscene was triggered. It wasn't like a cutscene where you talk to someone and it triggers. This is one of those where you kind of hit like a specific location and it triggers. So I was not expecting this. But yeah, Paimon's like, if you wanna find the Geo Archon, this is the only chance you get all year. I don't wanna. Guess it's a good thing Venti brought it up earlier. Otherwise, we'll definitely wouldn't miss this year's rite of dissension. Do you know where it is? Well, Venti brought up the time, but Paimon knows nothing about where it is. Look, we've already in Liyue, so let's go ask some locals. Oh right, about the Geo Archon, Morax. Did you know the Mora that we use is named after this god? But it's seen as impolite for people from outside Liyue to refer to Geo Archon by that name. So we should refer to the Geo Archon by the name Rex Lapis, like the people of Liyue do. Yeah, and that was the extent of that conversation. Just pretty much Paimon telling us that there's kind of like a cultural difference between people. The reason why we're coming here right now is because we're still kind of our main like motivation in this entire game right now is to find our brother, and we're just kind of like doing things for people in order to like meet that goal or that goal. Like we helped Venti, and it turns out Venti is a god who knows other gods, and maybe like at this point Rex Lapis might have some sort of idea, so we're coming here to see if we can find him, to ask him about our brother, pretty much. So yeah, so talk to some locals. Linglang. Where I live, there's a place called like Linglang Restaurant, and it's supposed to be like one of the best restaurants in where I live. But actually I don't know if that's still the case. It's been when it first like came out, when that restaurant first started, it was supposed to be really good. They were supposed to have like their own food channel, like special, where they talk about them or something like that.
七世迎戦儀式ね。確かに言われてみれば今日だったかしら。元王帝君が毎年神託を下し、この先1年のリーウェイの経営方針を導いてくださるの。 去年新宅を迎えたのは確かリーユエ七世の幽変。
There's a lot of like not really English words here, like Yuhen of the Liyue Qi Xing. That was given the honor asking, like like when I read it I don't immediately know what's going on. Oh, I guess that's exactly why they give you these dialogue options.
ああ、それならオイラも知ってるぞ。モンドが自由の都であるように、リーユエは契約の国で商業と貿易を大切にしてるんだ。7つの勢力を代表する7人の商人、リーユエ七世がこの国の実質的な管理者だぞ。
あら、他国の人はいつもそう言うのよね。私たちにとってリーユエの真の管理者はずっと元王帝君よ。七世は人間、帝君は神様。モンドには自由の神様がいないけど、私たちのところは違う。口で説明するのも難しいわね。神のいない城を離れた次は私たちの国。神と共にある歴史を体験するといいわ。
They've got a little bit of a ethnocentrism here where they're like, yeah, you came from a city with like no god. This is how like awesome it is to have a city with a god. Like kind of like a little bit on the high horse that way, I guess. They look down on outsiders. It's crazy because I get that feeling when I went to Hong Kong with my friends or even with my family. I do get the feeling like depending on what language you speak or whatever, people react to you differently in like malls and stuff. Like we went to a restaurant where we spoke Cantonese, and I guess the restaurant is kind of like a Cantonese owned place, like a person who speaks Cantonese, maybe like a southern Chinese person or like a Hong Kong person, I guess. And yeah, we were like they were pretty nice to us. But then when like some customer who just like speaks Mandarin, I don't know if it's because maybe the owner or the waitresses or whatever don't know Mandarin as well. When they spoke Mandarin, you can kind of feel like a little bit of tension. It might be because of like I might be biased in how I interpreted that situation, but that was kind of the feeling I got. And it was vice versa too. If I went into a like a bakery or something that's like a mainland Chinese owned and spoke Cantonese, they didn't really like, I don't know, maybe I'm like sounding racist here or something, but it's just what I've experienced. And it's like not even that big of an experience. It's like one shop out of like all the shops and stuff in all of Hong Kong. 关海。
やあ君たち、七星芸戦儀式を見るために他国から来たのかな。熱心だね。そういえばこのリーユエに数十年も暮らしてるのに、私は一度も見に行ったことないよ。これが地元だからこそ行かない名所というやつか。それはさておき、君たちの旅路に幸があらんことを祈ってるよ。リーユエ。
Cool. So to some more people, the camera in this game is like it's starting to really like bug me. I heard that in the next update in the November 10th or something, 10th or 11th upgrade or patch, they're gonna give you the option of not having like of kind of disabling the camera. Like the camera does its own thing. You can disable. They'll give an option for you to disable that. And it's really apparent when I try to play on mobile. When I'm fighting and stuff, the camera would start like zooming in slowly and also like turning so that it kind of captures you and the beast you're fighting at this kind of angle. But if you're this character, you're really short, so like all the grass and everything just like covers everything, and I'm constantly having to like zoom back out, put the camera behind the characters so that I can see like each side depending on like if there's those archers that shoot those like elementally imbued arrows at you that can like combo and like do a lot of damage, or maybe if it's like a water and ice, it will like freeze you. But then it's like the camera is constantly trying to go to the side of the character, and I'm like, no, I want to keep my eye on those other enemies too. And in mobile especially, it was very, very annoying. Let's talk to the last guy.
君たちも七世ゲーセン儀式を見たいのかい？私もさ、ここの誰もが見たがる儀式だからね。商人としてリーユエの最も重要な祭事に関心を持たないわけにはいかない。昨年の信託にあった17のお言葉は市場に大きな影響を与えたんだよ。それに今年に入ってからずっと天主園の行幸様が動くという噂も耳にするしね。
I think Ning Guan is a character you can unlock in this game.
神の目の持ち主が元素の力で作った岩石を彼女は税務上の鉱石の範囲から除外したいらしい。
かなり専門的な話だな。
信託と市場に関心を持つ人々が多いのもこの貿易港の魅力の一つだ。岩王帝君はね、七神の中で最も古い一柱なんだ。
Oh, that's interesting. Rest Lapis is the oldest.
その先を見据える目を我々はいつだって頼ってきた。
It's pretty interesting. I wonder if this like universe kind of has the same lore-ish, similar lore as Guild Wars 2, where like the human gods, I believe Duena is the oldest out of all of them. Is either Duena or Lissa. So there's like also like 6 gods, and there's actually like not just folklore or myth, but it's like actual like kind of history, because in that game, similar to this one, gods like kind of walk with everyone else. They're just like beings that are ascended or super powerful in some way, but they do exist. It's not like a religious god or something, but I guess they do use that the gods as kind of like a religion. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. There's this one god called Grenth, and he's like the god of the underworld, but before him was a god called Doom, and it was actually there's some like crazy thing happened where Grenth like overthrew Doom and took over his spot as a god. And if you played Guild Wars Nightfall, there was an incident where Abaddon is also one of the gods, and Cormyr, which is like a human, was able to defeat him, I guess. It's kind of I'm like explaining it by its like bare bones story. Like if I were to go into details, it's like Cormyr and I guess you and your squad or your party of heroes. But like we defeated Abaddon, and Cormyr took over that power and became the god in its place. So I wonder if in this one, even though Rex Lapis is the oldest god, there's still like gods older than Rex Lapis, just maybe they retired or they were defeated in battle or something, and like other gods took over. That'll be interesting. Some more lore. I'm really interested in the lore of games like
そ
this.
れに今年の信託を1秒でも早く知れれば他の人よりも早く儲けることができるかもしれないからね。
And like Guild Wars 2 has a very Western bent to its lore, whereas this one is made by a Chinese developer. So it'll be interesting how like a Chinese developer would write stories about gods and powerful beings and stuff, and see how that kind of like plays out in a game like this. Because then it'll like pull a lot from Chinese culture, and I think Chinese cultures probably has maybe just as interesting or even more interesting like folklore and stuff like that, or at least maybe like Asian culture has a lot of folklore that we don't see that often here in the West, and it'll be really cool for it to kind of bleed through this game and be available for the West to kind of consume or become apparent to the West. I'm like having a lot of trouble finding the words to describe how I feel right now, but I hope it kind of came through.
儲ける？どこに行けば継戦儀式が見れるんだ？
そうだな。 ここからだと距離があるし、細かな道の名前を言ってもきっと覚えられないと思う。
Man, they're so they look down on us so
とりあえ
badly.
ず
So
6境内へ
condescending.
行きな。高いところを目指すといい。
Eugene Terrence. To the high
そこ
ground.
はこの港で最も高い場所にある。ほら、高いってだけで神と対話するにはうってつけの場所な気がするだろ。
Go to Eugene Terrence. Where's that? It's right there. I'm pretty sure you gotta go like around this way and then up. There's no other way to get there. So you gotta go this way. So another thing I've kind of been talking about in my previous video is how to pronounce like this character's name. A lot of or I guess some of the YouTubers that I've seen kind of explain some stuff in this game where calling her Chi Chi, and even like the official localization, I guess, in like the character reveal videos from MiHoYo and stuff in the English localization, they call her Chi Chi, but it's actually Titi, like as in ER Sansi Wulil T, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Her name is literally 7 7. So it's T, but I guess that's a little bit of a pronunciation nuance that doesn't really exist in English. So the closest vocalization or whatever pronunciation would be the CH chi when it's like T, like Kung Ti, ER Sansi Wulio T. It's like a T sound. But yeah, interesting. Interesting, fun language nuances. Well, some crazy stuff's happening here. Let's see what's going on.
ゲーセン儀式の日に願い事をすると叶うって聞いたぞ。試してみたらどうだ？
I have to go there and there. Pray and make a wish at Eugene Terrence. If you see me pull out this wheel and just like do nothing with it, it's because I am pulling this, oops, and hitting the zoom out button. Because for whatever reason, it just, whenever you do stuff, the camera decides to just continuously zoom in. See, look, like I didn't do anything there, and I'm able to like zoom out again, which is kind of annoying.
リーユエは初めてかい？実は私も初めて七星ゲーセン儀式を見に来たんだ。
Ivanovich.
ほら、あれがリーユエ七星の天主へ、行幸様だよ。
Come to my party. Ivanovic.
リーユエを管理する者にゲーセン儀式を仕切る資格が与えられるんだ。
I think a lot of people say that. I guess they make Ningguang their wife. They're like number one waifu in this game.
そうだ、知ってるかい？リーユエの仙人たちの多くは獣の形をしていてね。元王帝君自身もこのような公式の場では半分キリン、半分竜の姿を見せるらしい。だ、願い事の邪魔をしたら悪いね。
Interrupt my wish. I'm wishing for Jean. I wish I could get some leads from Geo Archon. There should be a thing. I wish I can unlock Jean through wishes. Look at Paimon. Whoa, it closed. Wish accepted. Processing. Your wish will be granted in 567 days. Have a good one. Okay, let's go to the next one.
もっと早く。
I'm really interested to see what quality of life changes come after November 11th. I'll just say November 11th since that's Remembrance Day here in Canada.
やあ、君も戦記に触れに来たのかい？
Changshun? Oh, you also want the little Adepti luck too? Of course.
お嬢さん分かっとるね。この日に願い事をすると帝君と仙人たちの加護を得られるんだ。こっちはもうお願いが済んだからここは君に譲ろう。
ありがと
I wish I can find my brother soon.
う。願い事もしたし、あとはここで儀式が始まるのを待つか。行幸様の準備はあとどれくらい必要なんだろうな。
This Paimon called Ningguan, Goguan? Maybe that's like, I don't know how Japanese pronounce that Ning word. I don't know. I didn't catch it completely. Maybe I should really pay attention more. Where's Ningguan? Ningguan? Can we just walk in there? You and Paimon wait for the rite of dissension to begin. It's daytime. Woo!
もう少し前に行こう。後ろにいたら何も見えないぞ。
She just flies out into there. Ooh, look at. Ooh, I understand why people like her now.
時は満ちた。
Whoa. Whoa. What? Is that Lapis Rex? Or Rex Lapis?
帝君が殺害された。
What?
この場を封鎖しろ。
一体何があったんだ。今帝君が殺害されたって。まさか関心が
Hold on. Are Archons those dragons? Like, Dvalin was the Anemo Archon then? I thought Venti was. Uh-oh, I need to really get my, my lore straight. So, like, all the Archons are dragons, and that was the Geo Archon? And Archons are not the same as... I'm really confused right now. Is that Rex Lapis then? I kind of thought Rex Lapis was kind of like a human, similar, or human shaped, humanoid, kind of like Venti, because Venti is a god as well. I guess I'll just pay more attention. We'll put that to the side, put a pin on it for now.
現場近くにいた怪しいやつを取り調べしてるみたいだ。怖いな。犯人がこの近くにいるなんて。
犯人はお前だ。
あれ、オイラたちもその現場近くにいた怪しいものってことに。どこ行くんだ。
We can't fall into their hands. Who's there? The military? It was a god we faced off against when we first arrived in this world too. Who is Monsestron? Oh, that's a different story. Rite of Dissension.
外にも兵士がたくさんいるぞ。
Oh, I got the
お前の言う
the
通り
sneaky.
だ。お前の身分は変わってるから犯人じゃないけど捕まると危ない。けど本当にここから出られるのか。
Uh-oh. So what happens if I get caught? No, I just start over. That's not too bad, I guess. Can we knock people out? Oh, what was that? Must have just been the wind. Don't mind me, I am but a decoration. I guess I can crouch. Uh-oh, he's coming this way. What was that? Must have just been the wind. I'm just behind this pillar. Ah, this is great. Oop, he's coming back this way. What was that? Ah, must have just been the wind. Ah, the rats are at it again. She can fly. Why? I don't know why we're running away. I mean, like, they can't really pin anything on us. Oh, who's this? Oh, hello. That's a young, handsome boy. Oh, look how cool he is. His cape is cool. New characters, woo! What? Just what muscles does magically floating use, actually?
思いやりが足りないぞ。オイラの幻想の翼はめちゃくちゃ疲れて。あ、そうだ。
Oh, look how tall and handsome he is, and slender.
何者だ。
I can snap him like a twig between my legs.
タルタリアだ。
Chill
講師と
day.
呼んでくれていいよ。
Kosh? Kosh? Chill day?
うわ、オイラたちを助けたからって見下してないか？
そんなつもりはないさ。名前というものはただの記号だからね。例えば君たちはモンドで淑女に会ったね。
Yes, we have.
淑女、講師。お前、ファデュイの執行官か？
Is he an unlockable character? I don't really recognize his name.
はあ、そう怖い顔しないで。別に喧嘩を売りに来たわけじゃないから。どうやら淑女は君たちに悪い印象を与えたようだね。あの女のことは俺も好きじゃないんだよ。ひとまずあの女がしたことは一旦忘れてくれ。俺は君たちを助けに来たんだよ。
助けて？
そうだよ、助けに。
助けに？
俺は悪いやつじゃな。いや、まあ悪いやつか。とにかく君たちと喧嘩したいわけじゃない。
Oh, you're bad, alright.
とりあえずこいつを倒すなんて考えは一旦置いておいてくれない？
We don't even have our sword out, jeez. Oh, you'd like me to take my sword out, wouldn't you?
君のモンドでの活躍は聞いたよ。だからさっきの儀式中君のことを少し観察させてもらった。だからこそ君に怪しい動きはなかったと知っている。神をけど嘆かわしいかな。ファデュイはスネージナヤの使者だ。こんな大きな事件に対して俺の証言は信じてもらえないだろうね。リーウェを統治する七星はいつだって俺たちを疑惑の眼差しで見てくる。
それはファデュイのせいだと思うけど。
それは否定した方がいいのかな。まあいいさ。知らない人と距離を置くのは賢明な判断だ。俺も警戒されるのには慣れている。しかしこの状況下で犯人の疑いを晴らしたいのなら、君には北国銀行まで来てもらう必要がある。それにここにとどまり続けるのも良くない。リーユエには壁に耳ありということわざがあるからね。
Wait, what did I get there? Outlandish behavior. Talk to Childe. It's been half an hour. I'm gonna end things here and continue in the next episode or the next video. In the next video, I will be. I guess this thing has not changed, so I won't read it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.